Alright, welcome back everybody. Anybody that's new here, welcome and glad you joined me today. It's kind of been boring because of this stupid lockdown stuff, but I'm going to talk about some of these guys today. So if you guys like big bluegills and you want to see some crazy catches, I promise you there are some crazy catches coming up in this video. Number two, if this video gets 1,000 likes, and most of my videos get over 1,000 views anyways, so if you guys are seeing this, go down, like it right now. You're going to want to do that, because if this video gets 1,000 likes, I'm going to start doing some random giveaways. A couple of you guys had asked me before if I could do more giveaways, like more often, just smaller. So what I had been doing is, like, for instance, I have a 10,000 sub giveaway I've been talking about forever. It has everything to do with ice fishing right now. Basically, it's like $1,000 worth of ice fishing stuff I'm going to give away. If you guys aren't interested in that because it's open water season, I have other open water stuff in mind. I'm slowly putting together something really big. Hopefully it comes through and we can get you guys basically equal to the giant giveaway that I want to do for ice fishing. I'll do it for open water if we hit 10,000 subscribers for open water. Or maybe comment below if you guys want the choice of open water or ice fishing stuff, because some people don't fish open water and some people don't ice fish. So if you guys want a choice, comment below. Otherwise, yeah, get this to 1,000 likes, hit that thumbs up button, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, so what I want to do today is, it's kind of a thing that's been on my mind, and I've been wanting to put something like this together for a couple years now, but I think last year was a good example of basically what I'm trying to talk about here. What I want to do is go over some of my best big bluegill catches, and not mediocre ones. Like, I get a lot of decent bluegills. It's just kind of how I've been fishing my whole life. I do pretty well fishing for big bluegills. Like that guy. So the big thing here is, when you stick a decent bluegill, a lot of people think of that as big. But when I think of big, you guys are about to see what big is. So I think I'm going to start off, actually, I'll go from the beginning of the year and I'll go to the end of the year. And we'll put together some of those big bluegills that you guys, I want to know. Comment below which one of these videos you guys like. So obviously this video needs to get 1,000 likes, and I'll start doing giveaways randomly. I was thinking of, like, because, like, I could fill boxes of jigs, I could do bobbers, I can do a bunch of random giveaways and just kind of send out. I just want to show my appreciation more for you guys, and I do agree. I should be able to do more giveaways. It's just really hard, and with this whole frickin' pandemic thing going on, it's getting harder. But if I keep them cheaper for me to send to you when I send out my big giveaways, it costs a lot of money to do that. If I keep it cheaper for me, I might be able to do more of them for you guys. So if you like that idea, comment below and then give this video a thumbs up. Otherwise, let's start out this video with last year's first big bluegill day. I'm trying to think if I got a recap, because it was, okay, so yeah, the first big bluegill day, I had gone out to a new area, and I wanted to try it out because I'd heard good things. You know, you hear things. 9 times out of 10 you hear things and it's just junk. But this new area, it was pleasantly surprising. So I'll leave that up to you guys. Like I said, comment below which one of these videos you guys enjoy the most. But let's go.
That's a big gill. Look at that thing. That was an accidental catch. That's got to be a 9-inch gill.
See if he cooperates with me. That thing is huge. the 9-incher. Probably putting this guy back. Okay, so hopefully you guys got a kind of a grasp from my understanding of that one. That was literally one of the very first big ones that I've gotten in a very long time at a new body of water. My big thing is I want to explore as much as I can to find these fish in my home state before I travel, because I do know there's a couple bodies of water, and I have some friends that I could probably fly to tomorrow and go catch like a 3-pound bluegill. And yes, that's a real thing. They do exist, but they usually exist in places that are very hard to get to, or they're in private ponds or private bodies of water where people can't just keep them all, because that's the biggest thing, is people keep them all. But that's one of my first big ones of the last year. Now, what I'm going to do here is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clips that I chose from my next video that I made that year, last year. And I really liked these guys, mainly because most of them were big bull males. And the thing is it's weird. So with bluegills, the male dictates the size structure, the population density, pretty much anything. So if you kill all the big ones, it's hard to get that body of water to regrow big ones. But needless to say, to that, for whatever reason, and I'm pretty sure it's because of that, so like if there's only so many giant males, there'll be less males. So you normally catch more big females than you do big males. It's like 10 big females for every 1 giant male. And that's why it's okay if you keep decent sized females to eat, because they don't really do anything to the size structure. You have to understand that there's a lot less males. So if you keep them, you're killing off the ones that create the reason for everything to be big. So this video I like personally. I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. So this is number 2. So just go through the list like that. Well, you know, number 1, number 2. And I want to hear what you guys thought were the best videos. And if you haven't seen these videos, I have a whole playlist for big bluegills. I'll put it at the end of this one, at the end of this video, the very, very end. And you guys can go in there and actually watch all of these in completion of the videos, so you guys can enjoy it too. But let me know how you like this one. Like I said, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clips.
First big gill release of the day.
Another beast going back. He was ready.
These guys are just gigantic out here. Big old knothead, and that's a male. So that's my biggest male of the year. Giant 9 inches. Oh, happy days. Later, big dude. Okay, so that's a 9.5. It's almost a 10-inch bluegill. That is really big around these parts. Gotta travel to find them. Oh, and that's a big female. So if I wanted to, I could keep it, but too big.
Alright guys, so those 5 fish were very special fish. That was an amazing day. So I think that's the same area as the first thing, but it's a separate video. So like I said, that's number 2. It was just one of those really special days. You have to fish in order to get into those special days. I put a lot of time in order to find those fish, and then on top of that, I had to put a lot of time in to get to those fish. That wasn't like an easy thing to do, but it was an amazing day. And like I said, those 5 clips are probably one of the better series from last year. I'm hoping I can top that this year. Next is a very special thing, because a buddy of mine that I haven't really fished with that often, I knew he fished, but I didn't fish with him, just known him for a long time. He had said he wanted to go fishing with me, and I thought it was kind of funny because he told me that some of his, like, what his personal best stuff was. And I'm so used to catching big fish, and that's not me bragging or anything like that, that I always forget that, like, everybody's got their own PBs. You guys could list your PBs below for bluegills. I'd love to hear what your biggest one is in the comments below, but his were so, like, easily beaten that I was like, this is going to be fun because we can take him somewhere where like he can crush his personal best bluegills. So that was one of those things, and of course we did it. We put him on his personal best. So here's his personal best bluegill, along with, I believe, one of the really good ones that I got.
Is that your 9? Yep, that's a big 9. Big 9 bull. Alright, let's get him back before it dries out too much. Now you're into it.
Alright, so like I said, it was one of those simple things. Like, I knew I could get him on something, but it was funny because I think that happened fairly quickly. You'd have to go back and watch that video. I forgot what I labeled it. It was something, I think, like best fishing day ever, or I think I was putting my buddy on his PB or something like that. Like, he got a bunch of personal best. He got a personal best walleye, he got a personal best catfish, he got a personal best bluegill, just a bunch of them. So the big thing here was we were just crushing it all over the place, and it was good. I love seeing people happy like that, and it was kind of cool to, you know, like I said, I hadn't fished with him that often, and to get him out fishing with me and then him go crush some of these bigger fish was a fun thing. So I'm always down to make somebody smile, and that's one of the easiest ways I think I can do it, is take you fishing and put you on some of my best fish that I can think of. I think the next one after this is gonna be I'm trying to think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think after this one was my spring fishing adventure. And if you guys have been around for a while, you should know this one. It was I went up north and I basically just plotted out a bunch of different lakes. I went through, but I still have a list of lakes I have to go through. So you guys stay tuned for those videos if you like adventures and like somebody sleeping in their truck, and that's kind of stuff that I do. I just get stuck on a mission in my head and I have to go complete it. So I'm chasing my personal best bluegill. I want to get one over 2 pounds, but just getting a couple of them over a legit 1 pound mark, so I can show people what an actual 1 pound bluegill looks like, because a lot of people think they have 1 pounders and they're like 6 ounces or whatever. But I'm just going to show you guys the short clip section from that video, and I want you guys to really understand that this probably could have never happened had we not had high water, and had I not had a friend in the area tell me about these spots that you can get to when the water is high. So like, having the right information made all of the difference. So here's that video. What do I got now? Another gill? I can't tell what it is. It's a gill. It's a big gill. Oh my god. It's a gill I can weigh. Oh my god. Oh, look at that male. I got my hump head. Oh god. That's awesome. Look at his ear tab. That is a monster. It is a 9-inch gill that I kind of want to weigh because he's thick. It's a big male. He's definitely going back. Give me a second. 10 ounces. This bull is 10 ounces. And that means only one thing: when they're bulls, they go back. It's really not that hard, people. Alright guys, so that thing was one of those really crazy looking gills that you always want to come across. When they look like that, there's usually some pretty good genetics in the waters. basically, if you go somewhere new and you find one like that, there's probably other ones that are like that are really freaky big. And they weigh a ton, and they're very special fish because they're very unique. For whatever reason, they just grow wider and thicker first. They kind of build like shoulders on them, you know. They call them bodybuilder gills if you wanted to. That's just my term. I might coin that, bodybuilder gills. I'm chasing the bodybuilders of the bluegill world. So many bees. Anyways, that fish was awesome. It was really special because there's a very unique area. You could only get to it if the water was high. I got my boat back there. I caught a couple crappies. I caught a couple perch. I caught a couple bluegills. And I mean, everything was a mediocre, you know, Northwood stuff, like just numbers. And then I caught that thing, and I caught a big female with it too. So there was a pair, which was awesome. They both went back. And that just kind of, you know, solidifies. That body of water probably has a couple more big ones in it, and I might go back there someday. But the big thing here is you just got to stay in the water. So hopefully everybody's taking points here, but I still want to hear about which one of these videos you guys like the most. Obviously, you're choosing from like the top video selection, so you'd have to go to the end of this video and watch the Big Bluegill playlist if you want a full comprehension of it, or you guys can judge it on these fish too. That's fine also, because these fish are very special, but you guys might find some better than the others. So I think the next one is actually the second. If I remember right, it was still earlier, so there was 2 more big fish videos for bluegills. I had a ton of videos last year. If you guys just look at my open water playlist, there's like 130 some videos in there. You guys can go nuts, binge it, you know, just binge watch that stuff. Put it on your TV and have a ball. And then let me know what you think of each video you guys watch. But this next one is, well, I'm looking at them right now, and every time I look at this fish, it just solidifies like how special they are. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about, but I'm going to show you the live version right now. Feels like a gill. Yep. Oh, what are those monster gills? These guys don't get kept ever. Jesus. Look at the head on that guy. Oh, good day. Good day indeed. Got a beast of 9. Almost round. Let's go. Let's get some more of these guys. Get them all back. That's a big male. All right, so that's the really special one I thought this year. That was a perfect, and I mean perfect male specimen. Thick tail, like thick this way, thick this way. Well, here. Thick there, and thick everywhere, up, down, across. Doesn't matter. Here's the thing. I have a bunch of merch, so these things, I have, right now I think I have Tackle Tip Tuesday, and I'm going to be putting together some summer stuff. I want you guys to leave comments below on what you guys might want for like summer merch. I was thinking of just t-shirts, tank tops. You can do girls swimsuits and something else. Like I can't think of the whole list of things, but I'm gonna try and put some summer stuff together. Beach towels, maybe some towels for you guys. But I also have my Big Bluegill Addiction line. Big Bluegill Addiction, because that's what I'm addicted to. So if you guys like big bluegills and stuff like that, I have posters, stickers, and a bunch of stuff in there for my big bluegill stuff. If you guys want to purchase those, that would help support the channel greatly. And, you know, obviously, if you guys just like looking at giant bluegills every once in a while like I do, hence why this has kind of become the bluegill cave. I have a giant walleye on the wall, and I have that perch and stuff like that, but my pride and joy is these monster gills, because they're so hard to find. I've gotten more of those guys than I've gotten those, so that's just a fact. But let's go on to the next one. Well, I want to do this, and this guy, it's one of those things. So this is how kind of... we're going to call myself crazy. So this is how crazy I am. I've gotten heat stroke multiple times. Many times, actually. And I don't particularly like it. And it's definitely had effects on me in the past. I'm kind of sun sensitive. If I can get out and kind of get like a tan going, whatever. Needless to say, I'm rambling about my sunstroke. Just put your sunblock on, cover your guys up, you know, put some... I'm not looking forward to having to get this stuff out. Put your hats on, your face buffs, you name it. Cover up. That's my PSA for staying safe this year during the open water season. But this is how crazy I am. So I was out fishing for big bluegills. I got out real early in the morning. It was a very, very hot summer day, but I found him. And I stuck around until I basically got a mild case of heat stroke again, because like I said, I'm super sensitive, and it doesn't matter how much water I drink now. If I'm not covered up good, or if I don't get out of the sun, or there's not a breeze or anything like that, it affects me. But these gills, when you find these things, it makes you do stupid things. So here we go.
Right on top of a fish. Oh, there's another one. Oh my God. Oh, look at this guy. That's a big bluegill. That's just a really good 8.5 probably. Still an important bull. I love you guys. What is this? Look at that fish. I'm going to put him in here for a second so I can get some pictures of him. I stuck it out. I finally got a freak. We'll measure this guy. 9 inches. These guys get to go back.
Okay, guys, so maybe you understand a little bit why I get heat stroke now. Some of you guys would always ask me, like, why would you get heat stroke? You should know better than that. But those fish will make you do stupid stuff. I promise you, if you run into anything like that guy right there, this monster, if you run into fish like that, you ain't going anywhere. Like, it doesn't matter if you run out of water or you're dying. If you have an appreciation for giants of all species of fish, like, that's a big walleye, that's a big bluegill. You know, big fish are hard to find. So that's why I get addicted to being stuck out there. I need to start listening to my inner voice, though, when I start passing out and I need more water to get off the water. But hopefully you guys enjoyed these videos today. I hope you guys get a chance to comment below and tell me which one you guys like. Number, 1 through, I forgot how many there were now. I think it's like 5 or 6 different videos from last year. That's just how many big fish I caught last year. I have a ton of videos from last year if you guys want to go watch those. But let me know which one you guys like the most. Obviously, like I said before, this is a whole merch line. Big Bluegill Addiction. It's going to be a permanent staple on my channel because I'm addicted to big bluegills. And I know there's more of you out there. Don't be afraid to say you're a big bluegill addict. I'm an adult man and I like big bluegills. So if you guys want some clothing, we have all that stuff too. But the main thing here, and I'm sure some of you guys are interested in this, is I have a bunch of stuff that I can give away that's little over the next couple of subscriber circles here. So right around 6,000, I figured I'd give away a little bit. Maybe at 6,500, I'll give away a little bit here and there. I just, I have these things. So that's just a little sneak peek. Sneak peek. I have a sneak peek for you there. That's what that was. I have a bunch of gear to give you guys. It's specifically for giving to you. So if you guys get this video to 1,000 likes, we'll start doing that. I'm just gonna start giving random stuff away. I might give you guys some line and some baits to get yourself going in the big bluegill addiction direction. And yeah, we'll get that rolling. So get those likes rolling. But obviously, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. That's the biggest thing. I wanted to make something special about, big bluegills, and anybody who can appreciate it, now you got a whole video about them. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Obviously, if you're not new here, you know what's up. But if you are new, can you please just remember to